The pledge by Councilman Miles.
Father, we come before you this evening with a lot of gratitude in our hearts, Lord. And we all spent last week giving gratitude to you with our families and friends, Lord. And I pray that we would continue that spirit every day, Lord. We have a lot to be thankful for here in the city of Minden, a lot that you've blessed us with, Lord, and a lot that you've also given us a responsibility to take care of. And so I pray that you would give us strength and wisdom as we try to do the best that we can with what you've given us as responsibilities, Lord. Please give us wisdom tonight as we make decisions about the business of the city. And please bless our efforts, Lord. Please bless the efforts of the City of Minden employees who go about their day every day trying to do the best job they can, Lord. I pray all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to call the December 1st, 2025 City Council, the City of Minden Council meeting to order. I want to welcome everyone that's here. Are there any additions to tonight's agenda? All right, there are none. Are there any public comments on any item pertaining to our agenda? All right, there are none. First, we have item number 1, adopt the minutes of the Minden City Council workshop held on November 3rd, 2025.
Mayor, I move to adopt the minutes of the Minden City Council workshop held on November 3rd, 2025.
Have a motion from Councilman Roy,
Second.
second from Councilwoman Mitchell. Any discussion or questions on this? There are none. Let's vote. And this passes unanimously. Next, we have item number 2, adopt the minutes of the Minden City Council regular session held on November 3rd, 2025. What's the wishes of the council? Have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilman Roy. Any discussion? There's none. Let's vote. This passes unanimously. Next, we have item number 3, adopt the minutes of the Minden City Council special session held on November 17th, 2025. Can I get a motion? Got a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilman Pendergrass. Any discussion? There's none. Let's vote. And this passed unanimously. Next, we have item number 4, adopt ordinance number 1164, an ordinance to amend and reenact the Code of Ordinances, City of Minden, State of Louisiana, Chapter 34, Criminal Code. Nuisance Abatement Zone, Section 34-295, Definitions, Section 34-296. Applicability, Section 34-297, Enforcement and Penalties. This is to establish a nuisance abatement zone. It defines property. It defines nighttime noise hours. It prohibits public nuisance acts on defined property in a nuisance abatement zone, and preparatory conduct towards a public nuisance. So, what's the wishes of the council on this?
I'd like to amend this ordinance, section 34-297A. I recommend that this ordinance be amended to remove the word imminent and replace it with underway.
All right, we have a motion
Second.
and a second by Councilwoman Mitchell. Any discussion on this?
Are we voting on the amendment or the passing of the ordinance?
Really, you don't have to amend it. You just made the motion. Just make the motion.
Just make the motion?
Yeah.
Okay. I move to adopt ordinance number 1164, an ordinance to amend and reenact the Code of Ordinances of the City of Minden, State of Louisiana, Chapter 34, Criminal Code, Article 9, Nuisance Abatement Zone, Section 34-295, Definitions, Section 34-296, Applicability, Section 334-297, Enforcement and Penalties as amended. How about that?
All right, now we have a motion,
Second.
second on that. Is there any discussion on that?
Do we need to add that since they're putting, section 34-297A?
It's already listed as A, and
Okay,
so,
'cause I thought it was
the fact that the motion is made as amended, and then it's stated on here that we changed that word, should be sufficient. All right, we have a motion and a second. Let's vote. And this passes unanimously. Next, we have item number 5, adopt resolution adopting the Louisiana Compliance Questionnaire for the audit period, October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2025. This is just something we do annually, that we do every year just to stay in compliance for our audit. Can I get a motion on this?
I move to adopt a resolution adopting the Louisiana Compliance Questionnaire for the audit period 10/1/24 through 9/30/25.
Have a motion from Councilman Roy,
Second.
second from Councilman Thomas. Any discussion? All right, there's none. Let's vote. Motion passes unanimously. Next, we have item number 6. Adopt resolution authorizing Mayor Cox to execute a cooperative endeavor agreement between the City of Minden and the Louisiana Department of the Treasury and the State Department of Louisiana for Act 461 of 2025 regular session, line item appropriation funds in the amount of $50,000. This is to accept money that was allocated by our good Senator Adam Bass and our good Representative McMahon for the amount of $50,000, and this is a cooperative endeavor agreement for us to accept it. What's the wishes of the council on this?
I move to adopt a resolution authorizing Mayor Cox to execute a cooperative endeavor agreement between the City of Minden and the Louisiana Department of the Treasury and the State of Louisiana for Act 461 of 2025, regular legislative session, line item appropriation funds in the amount of $50,000 as presented.
We have a
Second.
motion from Councilman Pendergrass and a second from Councilman Roy. Any questions or discussion on this? There being none, let's vote. This passes unanimously. Next, we have item number 7. Adopt resolution authorizing Mayor Cox to execute a cooperative endeavor agreement between the City of Minden and the Louisiana Department of the Treasury and the State of Louisiana for Act 461 of 2025 regular session, line item appropriation funds in the amount of $200,000. This is the same thing, just more money. What's the wishes of the council?
I move to adopt a resolution authorizing Mayor Cox to execute a cooperative endeavor agreement between the City of Minden and Louisiana Department of the Treasury and the State of Louisiana for Act 461 of 2025 regular legislative session, line item appropriation funds in the amount of $200,000 as presented.
Second.
Have a motion from Councilman Pendergrass and a second from Councilman Miles. Any discussion or question on that? I would like to add that the good Councilman Roy pointed out, we're going to allocate these funds to our next item, which is item 8, which is to improve Industrial Drive by the Love's Truck Stop, which will be, we believe, a great asset to the city and a great relief to the tires. So, I get a motion? I got a motion from Councilman Pendergrass and a second from Councilman Miles. Any questions? All right, there's none, let's vote. And this passes unanimously. Next, we have item number 8, authority to advertise for bids for the Industrial Drive Rehabilitation at Highway 531 project. And we know we've been talking about this for a while. What's the wishes of the council?
I move to authorize the city clerk to advertise for bids for industrial drive rehabilitation.
Second.
I have a motion from Councilman Miles and a second from Councilman Roy. Any discussion? All right, there being none, let's vote. All right, and that passes unanimously. Next, we have item number 9, authority for Mayor Cox to execute a deed for the donation to the city of Minden of tract of land and access and utility servitude for lift station improvements. This is another project we've been working on a long time, and while we're on the subject, I'll thank Tyler, our Public Works Director, for all his work on this. The city needs to expand the lift station down by the Robertson subdivision, which this also not only serves that subdivision, but it also serves a lot of the industrial drive businesses. But in order to really expand it, the lot size we have right now is too small. This gives the city and me the authority to accept a donation from an adjoining property owner that would allow us to expand the Robertson lift station. Our intent is to get the money from the state to do the project too in the future. So what's the wishes of the council on this?
I move to authorize Mayor Cox to execute a deed for a donation to City of Minden of tract of land and access and utility servitude for lift station improvements as presented.
Have a motion from Councilwoman Mitchell.
Second.
Second from Councilman Miles. Any questions or discussion? Okay, there's none. Let's vote. And that passes unanimously. Next, we have item number 10, condemned property, 1213 Bayou Avenue. Is there anyone tonight that's here representing this property? Would you mind coming up? 1213 Bayou Avenue. Do you have any kind of plans for the property, or what's your situation here?
We're making plans to get it cleared off.
Okay.
I'm just having to discuss some of it with my brother.
Okay. Are you the property owner, or is it your family, or?
His family is my grandmother's, who is deceased.
Okay.
Can we get her name?
Yeah, let's do. What's your
Moore.
name? What?
Lou Moore.
Okay. Four. So you were in discussions with your brother? And y'all haven't talked yet, or you're working on that, or?
We have talked, we just trying to finalize everything.
Okay. What's your plans? Do you have any plans? Are you planning to tear it down, or?
Yes.
Yes, okay, all right. And so, usually, so do you have like a time period, like a time frame?
If we can have until the end of February to have everything cleared off, because it's a big piece of property.
Okay. All right, that's great. Are there any questions for Ms. Moore on this?
So that's about
What, 90 days?
It sounds like 90.
90 days?
Do y'all have any questions?
You think you can get it completed in the 90 days? Will you need more time, 120 days?
It depends on how fast the person that we're gonna get to clear it off can do it, but we were planning on working on it within the 90 days, for sure.
Okay. We'll give you 120. Is that okay with?
Whoever makes the motion, he gets a second and it passes.
Let's roll. Well, I'd like to make the motion.
Okay.
Open the floor.
Well, so if you would, make a thorough motion on this one.
Okay. I move to authorize Mayor Cox to issue an order declaring the property condemned and further order the demolition of any structures located thereon and the cleaning of the lot within 120 days of this date.
Have a motion from Councilman Miles
Second.
and a second from Councilwoman Mitchell. Any discussion on this? All right, there's none. Let's vote. Okay. All right, thank you very much. Next, we have item number 11, condemned property, 621 East Union Street. Sir, if you would, state your name and,
Okay, I'm Randall Wilson,
okay.
and I've got number 10 and 11. Number 11 and number 12.
Okay.
I've already spoke with a couple of demolition contractors, and on number 11, which is 621 East Union, if you could give me the 120 days, I think we could have it out of there, you know, especially since it's across from the school. Only issue I'm having right now is seven different owners in there, and so I got to get all them together to pitch in their funds.
Okay, so on number 11, he's requested 120 days. What's the wishes of the council on this?
I move to authorize Mayor Nick Cox to issue an order declaring the property condemned and further order the demolition of any structures located thereon and the clearing of the lot within 120 days.
Have a
Second.
motion
Second.
from Councilman Miles and a second from Councilman Roy. Any discussion? There's none. Let's vote. And that passes unanimously. Next, item 12, 123 St. Rest Street. Mr. Wilson, you said that's yours also?
Yeah, this is mine also.
Okay.
What I was looking at there, I purchased this property with the intent, knowing that there's only 2 or 3 historic black houses, that buildings that hadn't been torn down in Mendon, and I was maybe requesting that the council and the mayor would review the history, table this until the next council meeting. You know, I've got a lot of documentation of who lived there. The man that lived there was Mr. Odessa Strickland. He was the first black, he owned the first black oil company in the South back in the 1930s. He was involved with Principal J.L. Jones in establishing that. And also his sons were, especially the oldest son, was a famous musician who had quite an incredible history. Played with Miles Davis and Thelonious Monk and, you know, some of the biggest names in jazz. And he also started, he was a arranger, trumpet player for the Central Theater out in Los Angeles. So what I had intended on doing, I put about 6 different tarps on the house, and eventually they didn't last long. And so you start getting a hole in the roof. But I've I would like to do is just take the whole top off it, secure it, stabilize the house, and see if I could save the house for historical value.
What time frame are you looking at getting all this work completed? Just to be fair, I don't want to not condemn the house and then nothing gets done and we're right back in the same place in the next 3 to 6 months. So,
Well, yeah, really, I'm trying to get some funds from the succession. So if you could, if you give me 6 months to put a new top on it, and, I can get it stabilized, and we can work from the interior from
6
there.
months.
But right now, it's probably eyesore, mainly because the top looks so bad.
100%, that is correct. So, Mr. Cooley, would I continue with what we have here as far as condemning in 6 months, or should we table it? What would you recommend?
Well, if you're gonna condemn it and you wanna hold it to that timeline, you gotta move forward, put that timeline down.
Okay. So we're looking at 180 days? So we're looking at 180 days. You think you can have it completed?
I can put a new top on it.
New top, okay, what, I mean, if,
Y'all feel that would make it look stabilized and decent,
well, and that's the main point of concern, is just making it look decent, making it look, presentable.
Right.
Because as is with the roof falling in and some of the shingles on the side, I'm saying shingles, siding, thank you, falling in on it, it looks fairly horrible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you 180 days, and we'll go from there. If you need more time, just give me a holler.
Okay.
Would you like to make that in the form of a motion?
I would. I move to authorize Mayor Nick Cox to issue an order declaring the property condemned and further order the demolition of any structures located thereon and the clearing of the lot within 180 days of this date.
Have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilwoman Mitchell. Any discussion? And there's none. Let's vote. And that passes unanimously. Thank you, sir. Next, we have item 13, condemned property 438 Martin Luther King Drive. 438 Martin Luther King Drive. Is there anyone here from this property? That's the C.L. Baker property. All right. There appears to be no one here from that property, so what's the wishes of the council on this?
I move to authorize Mayor Cox to issue an order declaring the property condemned and further order the demolition of any structures located thereon and the cleaning of this lot within 30 days.
I have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilman Roy. Any discussion? All right, there's none. Let's vote. And that passes unanimously. Next, we have item 14, personnel, Minden Police Department promotion. Police Officer First Class Caden O'Connor to the rank of Police Sergeant. So the police chief has said he has qualified for this promotion and is recommending him for this. What's the wishes of the council on this?
On the recommendation of Police Chief Jared McIver, I move to approve the promotion of Minden Police Officer First Class Caden O'Connor to the rank of Police Sergeant.
Second.
Have a motion from Councilman Pendergrass and a second from Councilman Roy. Any discussion? All right, there's none. Let's vote. Guys, we have a brand-new police sergeant here tonight. Would y'all give him a hand? All right, congratulations. Next, we have item 15, personnel, Minden Police Department promotion. Police Officer First Class Ladarius Joseph from the rank of police officer to the rank of police sergeant. If you would, let's stand. Oh, you already stand, I'm sorry. All right. What's the wishes of the council on this?
On the recommendation of Police Chief Jared McIver, I move to approve the promotion of Minden Police Officer First Class Ladarius Joseph to the rank of Police Sergeant as presented.
Have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilwoman Mitchell. Any discussion on this? All right, there's none. Let's vote. We have another brand-new police sergeant in Minden. Congratulations. That's your little rascal over there hollering. Next, we have item number 16, personnel, Minden Police Department promotion. Police Officer First Class Jordan Greer to the rank of Police Sergeant. What's the wishes of the council on this?
On the recommendation of Police Chief Jared McIver, I move to approve the promotion of Minden Police Officer First Class Jordan Greer to the rank of Police Sergeant.
Have a motion from Councilman Roy and a second from Councilman Miles. Any discussion on this? There's none. Let's vote. And that passes unanimously. Another police sergeant. Congratulations. Next, we have item 17, personnel, Minden Police Department, new hire, but a new hire but an old face. Kendall Booker, full-time police officer with the Minden Police Department. What's the wishes of the council on this?
Upon the recommendation of Police Chief Jared McIver, I move to confirm Kendall D. Booker as full-time police officer in the Minden Police Department, subject to passing all applicable tests.
Second.
I have a motion from Councilman Roy and a second from Councilman Pendergrass. Is there any discussion on this? All right, there's none. Let's vote. Guys, would y'all congratulate our brand-new Minden Police Department officer? Congratulations to all of y'all. Next, we have item 18, which is our budget financial report for October. City Clerk Mulaney Langford. Ms. Langford?
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope y'all are doing well. I did provide you a copy of the October 2025 budget for your report, for your review. In October of 2025, sales tax collected excluding the TIF districts totaled $678,698 compared to $712,982 in October 2024, reflecting a 4.81% decrease. Delinquent payments for City of Minden amounted to $9,479,000. And I just want to thank you all for adopting the annual compliance questionnaire. Once I get that signed and completed and sent into the auditors, I'll be able to confirm the dates of when they'll be here, and I will let you all know those dates.
Are there any questions for the city clerk? All right, thank you.
Mulaney.
Next, we have item 19, the fire report, Chief Brian Williams.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, for the month of November, the Minden Fire Department responded to 4 structure fires, 1 vehicle fire, 3 miscellaneous fires, 9 public service calls, 4 rescue calls, 1 water rescue call, 1 hazmat call, 9 false alarms, and 6 fire alarms, for a total of 38 emergency calls. Also want to give a reminder of Operation Save a Life. The City of Minden Fire Department has free smoke detectors for any resident of the city that are provided by the Louisiana State Fire Marshal. Also, if you live outside the city and your local fire department does not have any, you can come by our central fire station at 1213 Shepherd Street and pick one up. This time of year, we see an uptick in structure fires due to cooking, electrical problems, those kinds of things. So we want to make sure that anyone that doesn't have a working smoke detector comes by and get one. Also, in our committee meeting earlier, I forgot to mention one thing. So our firefighter, Trevor Tharp, will graduate the Fire Academy in Baton Rouge this Friday. I'll be down there for that. And we have 1 current firefighter operator open position in the Minden Fire Department, and that should close in January. Other than that, that's all I have.
Are there any questions for the fire chief? All right, thank you, Chief. Next, we have item 20, the police report. You've been presented with it. It shows you how much was received and how it was dispersed. Are there any questions about the police report? All right, there being none, I'd entertain a motion that we accept the police report.
I'll move to accept the police report for the month of October 2025 as presented.
We have a motion from Councilman Pendergrass,
Second.
second from Councilman Roy. Any questions or discussion? All right, there being none, let's vote. All right, and that passes unanimously. Chief?
Okay, for the month of November, a few stats is we had a total of 75 arrests, a total of 660 citations, 42 vehicle accidents / hit and run. We had a total of 1,380 calls for service and a total of 8 animal calls for the month of November.
Are there any questions for the police chief? Okay, thank you, Chief. Are there any announcements from anyone in our audience today? Any public comments? Okay. Are there any comments from the council? I'll start with Councilman Pendergrass.
No, Merry Christmas.
My turn. So, Mayor, I'd like to extend a thank you to everyone that helped with the community lunch for Thanksgiving. I know it was a great success, and hopefully we can continue to do that. But thank you to everybody who was involved. Trash pickup, I've tried to stay on it. If you do have some issues, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll be glad to. My cell phone number is on the city website. It's 658-7244, just in case. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd like to also mention the animal shelter is nearing completion, and we have a list of some things that Carrie, our supervisor out there, is in need of. We have created a list through Amazon. We'll be posting some pictures on our city website along with that list of things we need, so be looking out for that and help us out if you can. And lastly, I would like to say thank you to the mayor, the council. You know, I believe this is probably the most aggressive council that we've ever had, and, you know, we have really accomplished a lot in this city. You know, I'm thankful for that, and I look forward to moving on to this new year and seeing what else we can accomplish, because, you know, the electrical contract was probably one of the biggest hurdles that we've ever undertaken, and with the help of everybody, got it put to bed. So thank you to all those here tonight for just what you do.
Councilwoman Mitchell?
Just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas.
I forgot to say Merry Christmas.
You can say,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Councilman Thomas?
I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and then ask everyone to stay as safe during the holidays as you all possibly can. Thank you.
Well, now I have to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Don't do that. Don't do that. But no, during the holiday season, man, we have fireworks and stuff like that. So you guys be careful. Make sure that your kids are well looking after, you know, while they're out there playing with fireworks. We don't need any hospitals, any injuries that cause you to go to the hospital. Let me say it like that. And that's it. So have fun. Merry Christmas.
Jimbo, you have anything? You-
Be sure to come out for Christmas in Minden 2 weeks from now. Always a big, big time, the Friday night and Saturday night. And I know the mayor was going to say it, so I cut him off.
That's right. I hate I gave you the floor.
That's right. And have a very, very merry and blessed Christmas, everybody.
All right, so I'll get the last word here. We have a lot of our police department here tonight. Would y'all just give them a hand for all they do? Between our Minden Police Department and our Ward Marshal's office, the city's in good hands, and we appreciate all of y'all. Also, one thing I'd hate to not mention, I've kind of debated on mentioning it, but y'all notice one of our regulars in the audience, Michael Walker, is not here. He had a health issue come up. Y'all keep him in your prayers. A good guy, and he's always at the meetings, and if y'all would, I don't think he'd mind me asking for y'all to keep him and his family in your prayers. And lastly, of course, Jimbo mentioned Christmas in Minden is in 2 weeks, and that's the 12th and the 13th. It is a great time. I'd like to thank the Public Works Department for all the decorations. I don't know if you have seen all that they've done, the Civic Center staff, and a lot of the staff in the city work hard to make it look as good as it does. It really shines when it's dark and gloomy out and it's raining. You can really tell how lit up it is. So I want to thank everybody who had a part in that. And then the last thing I'll say